Right, now what I'm doing now is trimming the center spine of the box. So I haven't actually glued it on yet, but this is my suede, black suede, and as you can see it forms really nicely on just about anything, and it's quite easy. As you can see, I'll just do it here by hand to trim with, so I can get a pretty clean edge on that, and that's just one-handed pulling it tight. So it's nice and easy to trim with the suede. It's stretchy, that one I get. Now this is from Spotlight. If you're in Australia, that's where I get the suede from. When I'm using the suede, I just use a spray contact adhesive. The rest of the box obviously will be bully liner. So anyway, that was that. That was pretty nice. The black suede always looks good, pretty much whenever I do anything with it. So happy with that. About to take it home so I can go home and paint it, but that's how she looks in the back of the room. So we got the box home, and I've drilled 3 holes. 2 are for sub wires, 1 is for LEDs. I'm just going to run a strip of white LEDs down on the inside lip, so it'll just light up the box, but it won't be visible at all. It'll just be behind that back bracing. So that's what I'm doing for lights. Other than that though, I'm going to spray the first layer of the bully liner inside the box, trying not to get it on here, because this I've still got to glue the top on. That is my first coat. Edges on the inside. So this is 2 coats inside, and it's looking pretty much bang on, and it's 2 coats on the front, 1 coat around the sides, because you won't even see these sides once I'm finished. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to let that cure for another hour in the sun. Then I'm going to mount the top on it. Alright, so 2 coats are set, and this is the top. I've pre-drilled all the holes, and now I'll just put the screws in. So I'm going to take this back off, put my glue on, put it back on, and screw it in. And that's the first layer. The next layer, the next baffle, will be glued straight on top of this one. I'll be putting some nails into it, but I didn't want to have the screw heads because I'd have to fill them all if I was to screw through both panels at once. So the top of the box is now all constructed, so glued, screwed, nailed, everything, all 3 layers. I've just got some clamps on there holding it all together for a little bit, and that's that. But as soon as that glue is just about set, which should only be another 20 minutes or so, I'm going to go ahead and do a coat over the top here. So there's still some sun over there, so I might carry it over there, otherwise we'll just give it a little bit longer to dry. That is just finished, it's still a bit wet. 2 coats all over the front and top. I didn't bother doing 2 coats on the rest of it around here because you won't see any of this. This is all obviously hidden sides and everything. But it's done pretty good. It's covered up the lines in the wood, not too bad. There's still just a few little holes from nails that it didn't fill in. That would be my only complaint. But other than that, I'm still going to go ahead and I'll probably just use a brush and actually fill those myself. So that's pretty much it though, as far as covering it goes. I'm in the garage and I've just got the brush out, and I went and brushed any little holes that it hadn't filled. So there's a few little nail holes and stuff, so I went and brushed them. I've also installed the lights, which is the wires over here. So there's a strip along the top at the front that shines onto the magnets of the front row, and then in the back there's a whole row of lights, as you can see them in there, which are in the back section. So alright, so the way the light will work is that you'll have this light along the top that will illuminate the magnets, and then you'll have this light in the background that lights up the back of the box. So even though you can see more in the back, the magnets in the front are illuminated, which is a nice red magnets, so it makes them really visible, which is nice because that's what you want to look at. There's my panel, the suede. I've just put the glue or silicone over there, and I'm going to flip that on, press it down. I'm probably going to pull a few of the subs out and sit them on the panel to weigh it down, and that's just how we're going to attach that one. So that's all 6 subs pre-drilled, all the holes for the screws. Now I am just screwing the subs in. I've got some decent length screws that'll go nearly all the way through both layers of 18, but no, I'm not using T-nuts because that is a lot of T-nuts to use, and it's a lot of extra effort, to be honest. So we're just going to screw them in. If the Perspex still fits, I was 1% not confident that it was going to fit because the bully line is kind of thick, but I did allow when I cut the Perspex out 1mm for the paint around it. So anyway, she clicks straight in. It's just sitting in there right now, but you get the idea. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and fit the rear 3. Then we'll probably fit one of the front subs, then the Perspex, and then the other 2 subs. Alright, so I got 3 subs in and mounted, wired. He's in there now wired, and now I'm leaving the side 2 out so I can mount the Perspex in, and then I'll go ahead and mount the side 2, and then I've just marked out all my screw holes. I'm actually going to use the drill press to make sure I get nice straight drill holes. So I'll be using that on this now. Alright, so this is the front of the Perspex, and I've pre-drilled all my holes, and then I've just ran this foam gasket around the edges. So now this is ready to install. Alright guys, there they are. They're all in and wired. Now I have got the lights on inside, but there's also lights on here in the garage, so I think it'll look even better once I get them off. But as you can see, all the subs lit up there, and then you've got the light in the back that really lights up the frame, and then obviously you can still see the rear subs. So I'll turn the rest of the lights off later and show you properly. And there's everyone installed, the freshest one in the middle there, and that. So there's still some more things to do, don't get me wrong. There's still some panels to make down the sides. There's a switch to go there to turn the lights on and off. I've just got them wired right now, but there will be a switch. Lights there, so panel there obviously as well. And I've got a few other little things to do too, but I'll keep that a secret till I do it. Other than that though, she looks sweet. So it's wired now. We're going to put the amp rack back together, finish tuning the amps, and take it for a spin. Right, here it is from the inside. So we've got amp rack and then subs, and it looks sick. So obviously I normally leave the seats down like that, and I just have the amp rack visible. There's the subs all lit up. There's the red logo, which again, it's not actually that bright. The camera's probably overcompensating. And we'll go around the back. And there's how they look at night. All lit up. So I tried to keep the speaker wires up as high as possible in there, which they're quite neat, and they blend in pretty well. So yeah, the back's really lit up, and then the front section's got a nice glow along the subs. And then there's not too much lighting here because I wanted the magnets to really shine and stand out. So yeah. That's pretty sweet. Cool. Anyway, that's that.